So in this video, we're going to take these headlights that are all hazy and oxidized, and we're gonna refinish them so that they look nice and new, like these ones over here. These could have even came a little bit better, but I did that job quickly. But we're gonna take our time with these ones and give these headlights a nice glossy, high visibility and clear finish to them. So I'm gonna take you through the steps of doing that. In order to do this job, we're gonna need a few things. We're gonna start sanding the headlights with the most coarse sandpaper. So we're gonna start with 1000. Once we sand with wet sanding the 1000, we're gonna move towards the 1200 grit. And then after the 1200 grit, we're gonna finish with the 2000 grit, and we're gonna be wet sanding all of that. This is just some water to keep the sandpaper in. We're also gonna be using a drill mounted foam polishing wheel. And following the sanding, we're gonna do a cutting compound. After that, we're gonna do a finish polish, which will be a very light cut, and which has sealant in it to protect it. You're also gonna wanna have some painter's tape or masking tape to tape off the front of the vehicle around the light so that you don't get any of the plastic or the grill or other areas other than the light where you're working. Okay, so starting with the 1000 grit, we're gonna just get it nice and wet. And I can fold it in half so that I can grip it better. And we're just gonna come over to the light and we're just gonna start sanding. And we're gonna go in a circular motion, make sure we get the whole light. We'll see the oxidation come off. And we'll just keep moving like this, multiple passes, like so. So we just sanded with the 1000 grit, and as we can see, the light already looks better. Kind of hazy, but a lot of the yellow is gone. You can see all of the yellow and oxidation that's running off in the water there. So this is, this is already showing a big improvement. So we're just gonna continue sanding with the 1200 grit, spend a few minutes with the 1200 grit, and then we'll finish the sanding with the 2000 grit. And then we'll follow up with the polish. So here we are, just finished up with the 2000 grit wet sand, and just with that, the light already looks way better. So what we're gonna do now is we'll get the drill and we'll get the polisher, and we're going to start with the compound, and we're just gonna spend a good amount of time polishing this lens. So now we have the drill with the pad, and we've got some compound on here. So now we're gonna just polish the light with this. We'll spread this around evenly, going slow at first, and then we'll speed it up and do the entire lens. And there we have it. After finishing up with the polish and sealant, the final coat, we can see the lens is now very clear. So, looks brand new. Hope you all enjoyed this instructional video, and we'll see you next time.